sure there's a way for me to take one video from Facebook and put it on here, but obviously I don't have all that figured out. So I'm just gonna go live twice because it's good for me to just do this. Anyways, it's Monday and it is such a beautiful day here in this beautiful city. And so I was gonna get on here and talk about the third fear, which is fear of rejection. And you guys, like, this is something that I know way too well, and definitely something that I've journeyed with my entire life. And so I feel like it might be a longer one. I could really unpack on this one, but we're gonna talk about that next week. So for now, I just kind of wanted to like share some thoughts. I've just been trying to pick up on like the mood and what people are feeling and experiencing, and there are so many shifts happening right now. For those of you in the States, like there's so many shifts, and even in our city, like just with oil and gas, there's just a lot going on. So I can't help but get this sense that people are very frustrated. They're very discouraged. Everybody is just wanting this to be over and to go back to normal. And you know, it's hard to hear, it's hard to see everyone so bummed out. But you guys, as much as we want it to be summer, you know, as much as we wish for it to be summer, it's not summer. And so we really need to figure out how to live in this space and in this season that we're in. And we are in this season. So we have a choice, like whether to figure it out and make the best of the season that we can, or to just be upset and to be frustrated and to just not want to put anything into it. So as I was thinking about this, I was thinking about, you know, what are things that we can do to get through this. And one of the things I thought about is just kind of the parallel of like, you know, working out and dieting. You know, there's so many different diets out there, and people will pick a diet based on the results that they want to get. So maybe it's keto or intermittent fasting, or I don't know, my battery just died almost, so that might have cut out. Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. So there's so many diets. Don't ask me because I'm not an expert, but the fit people out there, you kind of pick what you want to put in your body to get the results that you want. And I think that sometimes we have to treat our minds this way. You know, it's like, what are we putting into our minds? What are we feeding our soul? Like, what are the things that we spend most of our time listening to? Like right now, the media that we see, the news that we see, like it's all so negative. And like anything that you scroll through on your Instagram or your Facebook or I don't know, Snapchat, whatever, you can see so much negativity, but we have a choice what we consume. And it's like, even if you're not the most healthy person in the world, you could acknowledge that sometimes you're like, you know what, I probably could have just had a slice of cake. I didn't need to eat the whole thing. But oftentimes, you know, we'll try and eat the whole cake and then we'll feel not that great. So it's the same with what we put into our minds. Like if you scroll through your Instagram and all you see is things that don't lift you up, like you need to think about changing that. You know, we all have a choice. We all can make ourselves better. It's like you have to work out your mind. You have to change the way you think and the way that you look at things. And the only way to do that is to shift. And sometimes you can't do that in your own strength. You need to have things that are positive around you, whether it's people or whether it's places you go or things that you do. So I encourage you, like with the music that you listen to, like your podcasts, you know, whatever it is, start taking inventory of the things that you consume the most and how it makes you feel. And it could be your inbox as well, but start deleting that stuff out of your inbox. Get rid of it. Even if it's just for a week, just give yourself time to listen to positive things that uplift you and that motivate you. If it's dancing or singing or whatever music makes you feel good, start focusing on those things, because it's very easy to get into this comfortable space and welcome all of this like depression and sadness all over us. And we're just like, well, when it ends, then I'll get out of it. No, you got to get out of it now. And I can promise you guys that the anxiety and the depression and the fear that you are feeling, for those of you that are feeling that, I can promise you it was already there. It was already there. And yes, the pandemic has heightened it and it has made it stronger and it has made it maybe even overwhelming, but that was all there before. And so you need to learn how to work through that. You need the tools and you need to start stepping through that. And so I would just really encourage you to just take ownership of yourself and say, you know, if you can get through this stuff in the middle of a pandemic, if you can face your fears and your anxiety, then like you're winning, like you're so winning. for some people, like I've heard a lot about like just relationships, like how hard it is right now. And I get it. Like, I mean, I'm not in one, but I can imagine just being home every day. And for those of you who are working from home, like you see each other every day, you have nothing to talk about, or you just feel like, you know, depressed, or one of you's lost their job, so they're feeling down, whatever it may be. Like, it's just this like compressed, like heightened thing that you're going through. And if you can work on your relationships in this space, like you can get through anything. And so for those of you, even just with like friendships, like take note of the people in your life that, you know, drain you, or that are constantly negative or fearful. And you need to start distancing yourself. I don't mean get rid of them. Like, we're all there to support each other and to encourage each other, but you may need to just think about how much time you spend with those people, and you may have to cut back a little bit. So I would just encourage you this week to just really think about the things in your life that don't feed your soul, and think about how you feel when something does, when something encourages you, when you hear something positive, or you're around that positive person. And start to surround yourself with those things, because sometimes when we're weak, we don't have the strength to get there all the time on our own, but you can put things in place. There is so many different podcasts and speakers and just music that will make you feel better. So I encourage you guys all to take a little mental diet, if you will, and mental motivation diet for Monday. I love you guys, and I appreciate all of the support, and thank you guys so much for listening. And I will be back next Monday, and I just wish you all the best. And with everything that happens this week, stay positive. No matter what happens, we're all going to be okay. Mwah.